I've been walking these back roads that I used to take a lot back in the day. And one thing I've noticed is how much more exposed they are to the bedrock. The weathering over the years since I've been absent has really exposed a lot of the rock. So now when you drive or when you go on a run, you really have to be careful of all of these sharp rocks that are just, part of the road now when it used to be smooth. So as I was walking and I kind of got a message from Spirit, I heard the word reverse engineer. And I thought, well, could that be done here? Can we, put more dirt on this road and make it more smooth how it used to be? Yeah, that's possible, Spirit was saying. And I thought to myself, wow, there's a lot of things that we could potentially reverse engineer. We could make better by going back in time and remembering how they once were in their simplicity. I really didn't know what this word even meant until I took a journey into the abyss of Secret Canyon. If you haven't seen my paranormal podcast, there's a playlist that you can find on my channel, and there is a video on that. It's very interesting stuff. That's when I learned about the process and what is actually happening when we go through a reverse engineering. So this is very special to me right now because I'm going through this very deeply. I don't know, you probably are too. It's been like a Venus, Mercury retrograde. Who knows how many other planets are acting funky. But Spirit is just really asking us to take a look. What in you, in your biocomputer, can you look up and retrain yourself as? What within you is dormant that is needing to be reawakened? So it's funny, I actually got a message from my spirit animal, the cat. We just did a video on this. And, I thought I had kind of spoke my piece on that, and that was pretty cool, But I got a message today. Cat was like, hey, psst, you forgot, like, one of the biggest things about you. And this is something that we want you to reverse engineer. Because you've been walking in shame. Today's really hot. So, wearing summer clothes, you kind of see more of yourself. And I looked in the mirror and I realized, wow, that's what I've been ignoring. That's what I've been like secretly shaming, this birthmark. I mean, it's one of the biggest things that I tried to deny about myself. And at the same time, it's the coolest thing. Like, I literally got a free leopard tattoo from my mom at birth. I was such a big ass baby. My umbilical cord was like constricting my leg. And so when I came out, I have like this white leopard striping all the way down tailbone to my foot. And so you can imagine, growing up, just dealing with that. Like, okay, that's there. I tried to forget it. And cat medicine was like, hey, we gave you this for a reason. These are all your codes. And this was your very first tattoo. We gave you your leopard striping, and we wanted you to come in strong. We didn't want you to forget this and shame yourself for it. So that's like kind of an example of what I'm talking about. This going back in time of finding who you truly are, that essence, your gifts. Something I also really forgot about myself is how quickly I can actually work with my brain, textile, dexterity. Sometimes we lose parts of ourselves like strength and mobility just because we're so busy or we just like get distracted. That's a big part of our reverse engineering as well, is going into those little tiny aspects of ourselves that are highly intelligent, that skilled part of you. Like when I was a kid, I think it was like 7th grade, I had the coolest teacher. His name was Mr. Jones. I just remember he looked like a freaking space agent because his hair was kind of like afro, really dark, but then it had like a silver streak right through the middle. He was pretty badass. But anyway, he was my computer teacher. He really taught us how to type. This is kind of nerdy, and I'm sharing this with you guys, but I ended up getting really enthused with typing. And I mean typing fast. Words per minute fast. We would have competitions throughout our entire school. And I became #1 fastest typer in my class. How about that? And that's because I was honing in on this skill. I was like, I can do this. I'm an encoder. Before I was even open to my star family, I knew that I had gifts of seeing numbers, of being able to tap into computers. I still have that gift, but put a keyboard in front of me right now, I would probably be pretty slow. So it's like that. I need to reverse engineer that skill. There's some skills that may be needed in the future. Who knows? I might be on some spaceship typing somewhere to Earth urgent messages that are needed very quickly. So this is up to us what we view as important for us to reevaluate. So go back in time, find those aspects of yourself, rewire them, and use them for good for yourself and for others here and now.